All right, let's get loud. Let's get loud. Let's go. That's right. Thank you. Love the passion. Love the passion. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. He's frozen. Welcome to week 7 of overtime. I'm Eli Abdubai. He's not actually frozen. He's Corey Mose. And Corey, we continue to keep our friends at home on their toes as to where we're going to be.
Yeah, for sure. And one week, we're in the apartment. The next week, we're back here. And one week, we may just be in your apartment. So, you never know, all right? What's going to happen in game time?
I hope the food is hot for dinner because I'm hungry. So let's do one thing that we always do. Well, that was funny. That we always do. We start with our game of the week. Let's get it.
There we go.
Game of the week.
And our game of the week reporter Jonathan Polasic is out at Grande for Midland Lee's homecoming game against Benton.
Well, I'm refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready to go. I'm ready to get back into some football. But if you were a fan of offense, you might have wanted to stay away from this first quarter. It looked like Benton wanted to play some ball control offense, and that's pretty much what they did. Lee was held to only 3 points in that first quarter, but the second quarter was an entirely different story. Lee busted the game wide open with a couple of touchdowns. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at those highlights. Benton coming to Grande Stadium to take on Lee. It's homecoming for Lee. Here we'll start with Benton, the quarterback Riley Madden. He's looking, and who does he find? Nobody on his team. Instead, it's Finley Higgins for Lee, and he'll take it back for a nice return. Now it's Lee's turn to find some offense. The quarterback Mikey Serrano, he drops back, he steps forward, he launches one. Who does he find? Michael Valles for the first touchdown of the game. That would put Lee up 11-0 after the 2-point conversion. Here we go, Lee again. It's Serrano again. He fakes the give and he takes it left, and he'll find nothing but open grass and the end zone for another touchdown. This time, Lee would go up 19-0. Benton now driving towards the end of the first half. Riley Madden lets one go, but it's broken up. Jalon Robertson, the only thing he's missing is the Matumbo finger wag. Lee would lead 19-0 at half. Let's go ahead and hear from Coach Hartman after the game. Now your offense started off kind of slow, seemed to bog down in that first quarter, only scoring 3 points. How were you able to turn it around in that second quarter and kind of blow the game wide open?
Well, number one, we had to get the ball. We stopped them a lot, but we fumbled a punt return, and then we got a roughing the kicker. So we kind of kept giving them the ball. I don't know how sometimes when your offense is on the sideline so long they can't ever get any rhythm, but. It's a team football game, and one time you hold somebody to 7 points and score 26 is a pretty good night.
Well, congratulations on the win again, Coach.
Thank you
Good luck
very
the
much.
rest of the season.
Appreciate you.
Now the game got a little chippy in the second half, and the Lee offense bogged down once again, but they did just enough to pull away and come out on top. Your final from Grande Stadium, Midland Lee 26, Benton 7. Corey and Eliav, back to you.
And Corey, I already know that's a great win, but they're thinking about Permian tonight.
Oh, no doubt, bro. That's how Hartman works. But before Permian faces the Rebels, they took on the other Rebels from Tascosa in Amarillo. And let's get this highlight popping. Where Rebels, they will win the coin toss and then defer it to the second half. So you know what that means. The Panthers had the ball first and were in trouble on their own goal line. Harper Terry under pressure nearly gets sacked, but he makes matters worse and throws a pick six for the first points of the game. Rebel coaches call for 2 and they give the 2-point conversion, 8-0 Tascosa. On the ensuing kickoff, Tascosa will boot one all the way down the field into the hands of Taryn Lemuel, who catches it on the run, and that's when the Rebels knew they were in trouble. Taryn gets past midfield and is knocked out inside the 40, but penalties would stall the drive for the Panthers and they wouldn't capitalize. Next Tascosa possession, Logan Nance gets the pitch, swipes off a defender, and then can someone say spin move as he struts down the sideline for what looked like a touchdown, but the refs would throw a flag and call it back. And that didn't matter though, Eliab, because this man Nance was going to get into the end zone one way or another.
Oh,
he Supermans his way to the pylon, and this time that touchdown counts as Tascosa goes up 15-0, and they would eventually win this game 40-18.
All right, now let's see how Midland Christian handled number 1. Parrish at home. The Mustangs and Panthers ready for some Friday night fun. In the first half of the game, Parrish showed why they're number 1. Tough DD by Youngblood. Great control there for sure. But then the Mustangs strike back as a team. QB River Rodriguez keeps it and almost doesn't make it until his squad wills him into the end zone. Let me shake off the dust real quick. MCS converts 2 points and goes up 8-7, but Parrish finishing the first with this miracle play, and they would survive at Midland Christian by 2 points. Corey, it's impressive for Midland Christian to be that close, but it also hurts to see because that means they were right there.
They were so close.
They were right there,
They were so
man.
close.
But while we were out there, Corey, I know you got some nice sights and sounds from the game.
Oh, yes, sir. You already know. And I tell you what, the Midland Christian fans were wilding tonight, man. Just take a look.
When I say Midland, you say Christian. Midland, Christian, Midland, Christian. When I say blue, you say white. Blue, white, blue, white.
I'm not gonna lie, that student section, man, is top tier, all right?
They're loud, man. Whoa. But you know what else is top tier?
What's up?
This show.
Oh,
Come on
for
now.
sure.
Stay tuned with us because we have a lot more coming after the break.
Wash your hands, avoid sick people, and touching your face. There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. Brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Welcome back to Overtime and Elioff. Let's dive into some Thursday night lights as Midland High, they were in action last night, all right? Let's take it down to Coronado Stadium as the Dogs from Midland High were looking for their first win of the season. And they faced off against another winless team in Lubbock, Monterey. But 5 minutes into this game, and you wouldn't have known the Plainsmen didn't have a win on their record. On their first drive, Ja'Cory Mooring finished it off with a 12-yard TD, 7-0 Monterey. And to end the first quarter, Kaishan Harris took the matters into his own hands and joined in on the fun as he gets a block and turns on the Jets for a 30-yard touchdown, 21-0 Plainsmen. But Midland refused to get shut out. In the second half, thanks to Tecumseh Williams spinning his way across the goal line to put some points on the board for the Dogs. But those points, Elioff, just weren't enough as Midland High loses this one 56-28.
All right, more Thursday night football. Moving on to Odessa High versus Lubbock Coronado. There's Mississippi State commit, Coronado QB Sawyer Robinson, and he's not going to waste much time, Corey. He means business. First drive of the game, Robertson. He scrambles and then finds the end zone with his legs. He doesn't just toss it up. Coronado up 7-0, and the cheerleaders, of course, they gotta love that. Now Broncos ball, first pass intercepted, and unfortunately that led to another Coronado TD, but still in the first year. Coaches gotta appreciate that. Robertson dropping back, finding his man wide open for the score. Coronado dominant in this one, 49-0.
Sheesh. All right, let's go over to Andrews, I guess, after that one.
All right.
They took on Canyon, and Andrews, they had a tough task, man. Starting off with covering these Eagles receivers, especially the athleticism from Joe Shaw, as he catches the screen pass and finesses his way for a couple of yards. But while the Eagles were throwing the ball in the air, the Mustangs were running the ball on the ground, with Romero Lopez Jr. gashing the defense for the first down. That would set up this sensational play here by Luke Armendariz, who uses some ballerina balance to stay on his feet and skedaddles his way to the end zone for the first Andrews touchdown of the night. Shout out to Walter for that shot. Final score here, Andrews would actually lose this one 45-14.
Yeah, Walter has been on fire.
Yeah, all the top
lately.
plays, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the top
we don't
plays.
want to give away too much. We're about to get the top plays. But first, let's check in on some games around Texas with some scoreboards, starting with Alpine versus Perryton. Perryton and Alpine at a neutral site, 14-zip. Perryton gets the dub, and then Idalou taking care of business, 68-22 over Kahoma.
Yeah, that's a lot of points. Crane, think about a lot of points.
Whoa. Almost a hundo.
91-0 to Odessa. Compass, please Stop it, please. Kermit versus Brownfield. That was a close one, though.
Yeah.
Brownfield would edge out Kermit 13-12.
And I believe that was Kermit's first home game, too. Then Greenwood versus Sweetwater, some district action there. We know Sweetwater is going to be a challenge for Greenwood.
Facts.
36-30. Get ready for that matchup later on, maybe. And then Wink, ranked for a reason, 37-14 over Seagraves. Gotta love it, Wink.
And the next, Seminole versus Lubbock Estacado. That was a shootout there, 49-42. Unfortunately, Seminole couldn't get the dub there. And Forsan, man, they put some points on the board tonight. 43-6, great win there out there for the Buffaloes.
Absolutely. And then one more here, Buena Vista. Just not enough against Grady. Grady taking care of it. The Wildcats, 58-22. And then Grand Falls Royalty against Fort Davis. Fort Davis, first head coach Brad Repass, getting that dub, 62-18 there. All right, Corey.
Yeah.
Top plays are here, and they have become even better because of the intense competition.
Yeah, man.
Every week on Twitter, we see you.
That's for sure. They definitely voting, Eliab.
Yeah.
I'm proud of y'all. We tell y'all every week, and y'all are actually listening. So let me just explain the rules again. Here's how it works, all right? We're going to show you about 3 plays, we're going to show you 3 plays for our favorite plays of the night. Then we're going to post them onto Twitter, and that's where we need y'all's help. Y'all been doing a great job. Go to News West 9 Sports, vote on what you think should be our big time play.
All right.
Simple.
Ready? Yeah, right. This past week was an absolute battle between Greenwood and Andrews. Absolute battle. I mean,
Yeah.
1%, 1%, 1%. So let's see what we got this week. Run it, Javi. Okay, top plays of the week. Our first top play, the Mustangs getting it done. QB River Rodriguez almost doesn't make it, but look, his whole squad has got him. They get into the end zone, and then he shakes off the dust. I love that.
Yeah, that's nasty. For our second play, a little slant route for Samarius Cooley, who turns into a foot race, and you can say goodbye, a long run there for the touchdown.
Oh my God, last but not least, you already saw this one. Andrew making a top player appearance for the third time. Luke Armendariz, he's brought down. Nope, you thought. Armendariz stays alive. For the touchdown. I love that. That's amazing.
Man, oh man,
Yeah,
y'all got
great-
another tough week for y'all
Yeah.
voting for this big time play. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry and I'm not sorry, because you get all this entertainment, but now you have to make the decision. We don't. But once again, we don't envy y'all. If you weren't able to catch our coverage of your team tonight, or you just want to get a look at the final score, want to get a look at these suits, we get that too. You can find all of that online by going to newswest9.com and the News West 9 Sports on social media. I don't know if you want to see that, all that.
Oh, come on,
But,
man.
no, but actually, for Corey Mose, I'm Eliab Goodbye. We love y'all and have a great weekend.